guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be working on my trailer. I think I got a video of redoing this trailer a bit. Well, I redid it one more time after that and did not record that. So this is just the like Menards trailer, I think, and almost all the stuff underneath is added on. And then I built some adapters to use some golf cart wheels and tires. So yeah, what I want to do is a couple of things. The axles are not strong enough for what I'm hauling around half the time, and I'd like to make this a dump trailer. Now, it came from the factory as a dump trailer, but it was manual. It was really clunky. It was like really almost not worth using. So what I would like to do is have it a powered dump trailer. I'm not going to do it hydraulic because I would like to be able to use this with a tractor that doesn't have hydraulics, just the little one that I use to go around the yard. So what I'm going to do is I got a couple ideas that would possibly work for this, but before I get to doing that, I need to remove this structure from under here and kind of get back to square one. So let me get that going, and I'll bring it back when I got something else going on. All right, I got the bottom frame separated from the box, I guess you call it. Yeah, you can see how I kind of just quickly welded all this junk together to begin with, and I never thought I was going to take it apart, so kind of my bad. One of the other problems is I didn't leave enough clearance. The tires would hit the bed, so that should be actually taken care of when I put the dump mechanism in, because that'll add about yay much on there. So I think I am going to kind of cut the floor of this out. I need to use something a little bit stronger, and then build some sort of frame on here to get this more rigid. And I'm not 100% sure how this is going to end up working out. I probably got to cut some more junk out and reposition things. Yeah, kind of go from there. So like all my builds, it's going to kind of be seat of my pants type thing, and we'll see where it goes. Okay, I got a bit of a frame built here. I'm going to gusset it up a little bit, but looks like it's just some 1-inch square tubing. It's not super heavy duty. The weld's kind of burnt through pretty bad. So I'm going to go ahead and probably put some gussets on it, and that should be good enough for the bed. Okay, this is like a linear, it's not an actuator, it's out of a bed. Basically the motor turns and it pushes this rod up and down. This is a 120 volt unit, so basically I'm going to build something like it. I have a 12 volt winch here. I'm going to take the end of it apart and see if there's a way I can tap onto that. I do have a gearbox, about a 4-to-1. I got to figure out what I did with it, but it does work. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to use to make the bed dump. Like I said, I don't want to use hydraulics because it's going to go on a tractor that doesn't have hydraulics. It'd be nice to use it on whatever can pull it. So this is basically just for reference right now. I had some ideas for this, so that's why I still have it. But I'm going to go ahead and tear that winch apart and see where I'm at. Okay, that was super easy. Not much holding these together. This just pulls out of here. You see it's got like a little planetary in there and a gear on here. So yeah, this should be able to be something I can tap onto, and yeah, just use it as like just a motor, basically a geared motor. Should have plenty of power for what I'm looking to do with it. I think that'll work pretty good. This is aluminum, as best I can tell. So there will be no welding on it, which is kind of a little bit of an issue, but yeah, I think I can make something happen here. So here's what I did to take it apart. I put a nut on the bottom here, and you just push it down, and then there is a roll pin in here, a little tiny one, and that's what locks this thing in when you're pulling. It's not much. Otherwise, you pull the, well, actually it doesn't lock it in. It locks the gear into the planetary. So you pull this up, it pulls the gear out of there, and then you turn it so the roll pin's going this way, then you can freewheel it. Pretty simple. Anywho, there's a spring in here, fair amount of pressure, but it shouldn't be too crazy. So I'm gonna pull it further apart and see what we got. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. So this gear will freely rotate on the shaft. Obviously you can, you know, if we're smarter than the gear, you can put it back in like that. Probably what I'll do is I'll cut this shaft off and I'll weld something onto here, like some 1/2 inch or something like that, maybe something I can make a coupler out of. And I think I'll cut this off right here, so I just use this piece. That'll help protect it some. That'll cover this up a bit, help it protect it a little bit too. And yeah, so this should actually work a lot easier than I thought. I thought there was going to be some crazy gearing and stuff in here, but this is not super hard. So okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do. This gear is 3/4 inch, and that's probably a pretty good size for all thread that I want to use. So what I think I'm going to use this welded onto here. Then I can use a socket on here, and that's going to let me couple to the all thread. You know, get a couple nuts on there, weld them in place, and should be about the easiest way I can think of to transmit. So I'm going to probably put a washer on, and yeah, I got to figure out. I don't have a lathe. If I had a lathe, this would be kind of easy. I could turn this down to where it would fit in that hole, and that would make aligning things like super easy. But I think I'll probably have to cut this off and just kind of do the best I can with what I got. And well, here's what I decided to do. Use my little handheld lathe, and yeah, I just ground it down on the bench grinder. It's definitely not perfect, but it's all going to get welded up. You know, it's not like it's some kind of crazy critical thing that, you know, it's got to be within like, you know, within like fractions of an inch. You know, it's just got to be as close as I can get it. And I think that, you know, that'll fit down in there now. I've kind of gauged it with my eyeball with the shaft that was going through there. If I can get it down in there, then I can actually put it in the vise, and that'll kind of press it in a little bit, and that'll kind of help me weld it and keep it, you know, mostly straight. It's just got to be mostly straight. That's about the level of quality we get around here. So, well, I guess. All right, here we go. It's welded on. I couldn't do it with a washer. Just not enough room to get a weld in there. I don't know what this gear is made of, but it did not like being welded to. Yeah, the gear did not like being welded to at all. I didn't weld anything in the bottom end. So I don't know how strong this will be. It probably should be somewhat strong, but you know, it's hard to say. we'll have to figure that out. I'm probably going to fill some more weld in. It's got kind of a couple cracks. You know, the adapter's probably just as bad to weld as the gear. So I think I'll probably just, I'll fill in the weld up around here. But right now, it fits just about perfect in there. And it kind of sinks down in. I think I got plenty of contact. So yeah, like I said, this whole thing turns. It's not turning super fast, and it's not going to run all the time, just enough to dump the bed. There is a possibility I may need to make an adapter due to the dissimilar metals. But what I mean by that is we may have to machine a gear with this profile. You know, obviously I'm not doing that here. That'll be 100% somewhere else, a machine shop. I don't know. That's kind of expensive. But I guess I'm just gonna have to weld this thing up and hope for the best. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video here. Be awesome if you could go ahead and subscribe. Everything's kind of helps out. I'm trying to keep the videos down to about 10-15 minutes. Just kind of quick little deals I can get out every week. I don't foresee this being a very long series because half of it's already done. So all right, well, we'll see you in the next one.